Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed day one yesterday. We are so thrilled to welcome you all to day two of our Road to 2028 Leadership Summit. It is my pleasure to kick off today with a warm welcome to Riverside Mayor Patricia Locke Dawson. Mayor Locke Dawson is the first UC Riverside graduate and second woman to be elected to Riverside's only citywide office in its 150-year history. As an environmental scientist and wildlife biologist by training, Mayor Locke Dawson was instrumental in passing legislation to secure tens of millions of dollars in state and federal funds for regional conservation, habitat, and infrastructure projects. Please welcome Mayor Locke Dawson.
Thank you. Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. So thank you, Lacey, for bringing us all together for this critical summit. It's clear to me, and I'm sure to all of you, that the fight against climate change is going to be won or lost in our cities. That's why I'm here today. The Road to LA 2028 presents us with a once-in-a-generation opportunity to show the world what real climate leadership looks like at the city level. And while the challenges ahead are immense, I know that cities are uniquely positioned to lead this charge. In the South Coast region, including LA, we emit roughly 350 tons of nitrogen oxides every day. And we simply cannot ask our athletes or anyone else to breathe that air. Cities may occupy just 2% of the planet's land, but we account for a staggering 70% of global emissions. That's why it's so important to focus on cities. And after attending the climate talks in Brazil this last year, one truth became clear to me. Waiting for national action is a luxury we can't afford. That's why, as mayor of Riverside, I've taken matters into my own hands, and I've chosen not to wait. I've chosen to lead boldly, intentionally, and with the conviction that cities can be both sustainable and prosperous. When I took office in 2020, I set a clear goal to make Riverside a global green tech hub, not through promises, but through action. And today that vision is a reality. We're cutting emissions, we're moving beyond fossil fuels, and growing our economy all at the same time. So how'd we do it? We linked climate leadership with economic opportunity. And under my leadership, Riverside has attracted 6 new international manufacturers of zero and low emission vehicles in the last the last 2 years to our city. From the largest producer of electric school buses in the United States to Hyundai Rotem's hydrogen-powered trains that they are creating for the LA 28 Olympics. How did we achieve this? By building a city that welcomes business and moves at their speed. We streamlined permitting. We connected entrepreneurs with researchers. We rewarded innovation, and we put our money where our mouth is by purchasing electric trucks from one of the companies that came to our city for our own fleet and deploying electric shuttles from one of these companies also into our transit system. So we didn't just talk the talk, we led by example. Riverside's municipal fleet was named the greenest in North America for 2 consecutive years. Our energy portfolio is now at almost 70% renewable energy in our city. And we've leveraged our strengths, our local strengths there. For many of you that may not know, CARB, the California Air Resources Board headquarters, sits in my city, sits in Riverside. And we also have UC Riverside's renowned CCERT Research Center. It's a Center for Center for Environment and Renewable Research? I can't get it right. Who's here from UCR? Can correct me on that one. I always get it wrong if I don't have it written down. CSERT Center, where passionate engineers, scientists, and graduate students are developing tomorrow's breakthroughs in sustainable transportation, clean energy, and air quality solutions. But leadership is also about bringing people together. And that's why Riverside this last year hosted North America's first climate action town hall, bringing together youth, businesses, and community leaders to turn the Paris Agreement into local action. Out of that town hall came real solutions: more town halls, stronger financing for local initiatives, and programs to make climate-friendly choices easier. Like my signature initiative in the city of Riverside to put the river back in Riverside. Do we all know there's a river in Riverside? Anybody want to say what it is? Does anybody know? Ouch, somebody said it over there. Santa Ana River, right? So I have an initiative called Put the River Back in Riverside, and that is connecting our folks to nature, cooling our neighborhoods, and also just reconnecting people to place. So we didn't just talk about transformation, we delivered it. We've shown the world that a region known for its logistic industry and poor air quality can be a climate leader. But as mayor of Riverside and member of both the South Coast Air Quality Management District and the California Air Resources Board, I sit on both, I've seen how progress can sometimes be hindered. Recently, critical tools were taken away from us as regulators, including the revocation of California's Clean Air Act waiver and policies like Advanced Clean Cars 2, the Omnibus Low NOx Rule, and the Advanced Clean Trucks Program, policies specifically designed to address our unique air quality challenges here in California. But let me be clear. We will not accept these setbacks as the new status quo. Yes, we may have hit a bump in the road, but the drive toward clean energy is unstoppable, and innovation is continuing to deliver cleaner, greener solutions, and demand for them is growing. In fact, climate leadership isn't just good for the planet, it creates jobs, drives investment, and fosters prosperity. And my colleagues and I on the South Coast AQMD and CARB are undeterred. We will continue to fight for clean air while building the transportation and energy systems of the future, systems that support a strong, inclusive economy that benefits everyone. And frankly, I am tired of hearing that China is leading the green economy. We're America. We are California, and LA 2028 is our chance to show the world what that leadership looks like, and that leadership still lives here. This state and this nation were built by innovators and doers, from world-changing technologies to movements that reshaped society. America has always led by imagining what's possible and making it happen. Lacey stands at the forefront of this tradition, turning bold ideas into real-world solutions that drive progress, mobility, and economic growth. And as a mayor and a board member, I've always fought to ensure that cities, the front lines of climate action, have a real voice in shaping policy. True leadership isn't top-down, it's collaborative, inclusive, and about moving forward together. So that's why we're here today. Lacey's brought us together to stay the course, push harder, and rise to the moment. LA 2028 is our global stage, a chance to demonstrate what climate leadership, American ingenuity, and public-private partnerships can achieve. So I will leave you with this. This is our moment. Yes, the instability we face is real, but so is this opportunity. Let's lead boldly. Let's act intentionally. Because when cities lead with vision and courage, we don't just adapt to the future, we create it. So it's time to step up. Let's make it happen. Thank you very much for listening this morning.